Ladies and gentlemen, this is a welterweight contest made over 6 rounds of 5 minutes each, with one single pinfall or submission or knockout to decide. Ladies and gentlemen, on my left in the blue corner, presenting to you from Wimbledon in London, Eddie Capelli. And his opponent on my right from Romford in Essex, Alan Sargeant.
Hello again, grappling fans. Good afternoon to you. And here at the Woodville Hall, Gravesend, another freestyle wrestling session. And freestyles being the operative words, because this is not all in wrestling we're televising here. Welterweight contest to start. Alan Sargeant versus Eddie Capelli. 6 5-minute rounds. One fall to decide this contest at welterweight. A preliminary bout. And Alan Sargeant, for the first time I think I've ever seen him, wearing a leotard. Alan Sargeant from Romford, Essex at 11 stone 11. Eddie Capelli, Wimbledon, 11 stone 8. It's a matter of tremendous suppleness and speed here from Sargeant against the guile and experience of Eddie Capelli, the both of them former welterweight champions of Great Britain. Sargeant, who had his title taken from him by a lightweight, which didn't hurt him very much. Because, of course, anybody is allowed up a weight, but nobody can go down one. Referee almost catches face there. Tony Manselli, the former heavyweight champion of the southern area of England, retired undefeated to become a ref several years ago now. So it was Capelli's cunning that held that arm of Sargeant's to prevent him from getting the folding presser, which looked so easy to him. Sargeant already using his bridge. Probably the toughest bridge to break in the business. There it is again. Eddie Capelli doesn't even cross his mind, I think, to attempt to break the Sargeant bridge then. I wonder if he will later. One fall decides this contest of 6 rounds. Capelli side headlock. There's neatly out, and also a cover in case his man followed him up. Capelli reversing the toe hold. Less than a minute to go in this first round of 6. Sargeant can get halfway out, but not all the way yet. He's trying to counter the hole with the same move. Didn't work. Still the way Capelli turns into that. So every move he makes is really tremendous. There's the step over toe hold, but he never started with that idea in mind at all. 25 seconds. No furthering that hold. The bell will save it.
Break!
And Sargeant, who... Oh, I thought he'd changed his mind on that set he had there. He did actually get one in. And Sargeant with a leotard, most unusual sight. But I bet that supple neck is still there, and if we ever get a chance to see it during this bout, it really is something for the uninitiated, because he can roll out of a Boston Crab like nobody can roll out. Let's hope we see him perform that miracle sometime during this bout.
Seconds away on round 2.
Round 2, 5 rounds to go, and here at the Woodville Hall in Gravesend, the preliminary bout of our program, a welterweight contest. Alan Sargeant of Romford, Essex at 11 stone 11 in the leotard versus Eddie Capelli from Wimbledon at 11 stone 8. Referee Tony Manselli. So this is more the stuff that the good crowd, very good crowd here at Gravesend want to see. And there's a perfect Capelli move. Looks so easy. Everything Capelli does looks so easy. Comes with experience, of course. The wrist is bent back, but the arm is held straight, right against the joint. And the thumb there by the left. Finally the body scissors counter. Still hasn't got the arm because the feet aren't locked. And he goes for the forward leg instead, Sargeant. Outside step of a leg lock. Leg through now, the bar to the figure 4 leg lock. Now Sargeant, smile back on his face, much happier. Now he's could have Capelli in a bit of trouble. Capelli preventing him from turning on it. It's going to be really interesting to see whether he can turn and face Capelli here. If he can, his opponent's in trouble. Capelli won't call it a stalemate at all. He still thinks he might get the advantage from this. So the members of the crowd who were calling for a stalemate and shake hands, how wrong can they be sometimes? The leg is through, and Sargeant now facing the right way to bring this figure 4 leg lock with bar really into play, and of course his opponent trouble. Leaning forward instead of back at the moment, though. He should really go back on this. 2 minutes to go. A Eventually, Sargeant deciding to release. Again, the toe hold and toe and ankle this time by Capelli. Oh, yeah.
1, 2.
Good leg trip, Sargeant, going for the opposite leg. And there's the leg lock again by Sargeant. What's the betting? Capelli finds a way out of this that looks really easy when he does it. He wanted him to take the other foot. He wanted him to take it. And that's why the left leg is now free. 1 minute to go. The bridge. Oh, what a beauty that is. Come on, try and break it, Eddie. No chance at all. What a powerful neck that fellow must have. Half a minute. And Capelli goes underneath for the body scissors. Typical Capelli move, that. Capelli getting counted. He's leaning a little too far back. Body scissors still there. Eight seconds.
Break.
Eddie Capelli. What a guy, this fellow. What experience, and how it showed in that second round there. The way he couldn't break the Sargeant bridge and decided, rather than to try a third time to break it, he went underneath with the body scissors and caused Sargeant to come off and got the advantage from him, and by that method, a most unusual method, but it works with Capelli, does it?
Seconds away, round 3.
Round 3, 4 rounds to go. No score because one fall decides this welterweight contest. Alan Sargeant versus Eddie Capelli. Eddie Capelli in the light blue trunks. And a leg spread attempt by Sargeant. It's worked back on him. And it's Capelli with the advantage on that leg spread now, but not for long. Now, with Capelli facing that way, it may not be so easy even for him to find a counter to this. Capelli trying even to thinking on a pinfall line here. He's still in the hole, but he's still trying to make a pinfall out of it. It didn't work, but what a thought to come through a man's mind in that position. A melee of legs, which is sorted out only by the referee. Nobody could get anywhere from that. Forward whip, Capelli holding onto the wrist. Over the top, oh, for short arm scissors, Capelli, and a roller from it.
No, ref. No.
Sargeant trying to bridge his way out of that short arm scissors, but can't.
Sargeant, no.
There's the Capelli arm right through, you see. Locked right off there at Sargeant left arm. Even Capelli's left leg in action there, making sure that his right foot can't be moved, his own right foot. so that short arm is in no way weakened. He really has got the subtleties of this freestyle wrestling, Capelli. Really something to watch. Still the short arm scissors there. Capelli still hopeful maybe of getting a submission either from this hold or a hold that comes from it. He's got 2 minutes to make it in this third round. Sargeant has tried nearly every way he can figure to get out of this short arm scissors. I notice that he doesn't make for the ropes, though. At any time, he could purposely make for the ropes and get the break. And on occasions in this last minute or so, he wouldn't have been difficult for him. Again, that tremendous bridge, but will it do him any good from a short arm scissors? It's well, and it nearly has. He's halfway. If he could just get that Capelli right arm free. Yes, he's there, and he's out. And he's trying to make a counter from it now. Very neat indeed. And I was hoping for more applause from this good crowd here at Gravesend for that. It really was a gigantic escape move. Don't think I've even seen Alan Sargeant get out of that before. 30 seconds. Still move, attacking move after counter move. One following the other from both men all the time. Really great stuff. 10 seconds to go. Well, Alan Sargeant produced a real miracle escape there. He really did. He was in that, you saw how long he was in. It must have been around about the 2 minute, 2.5 minute mark. He was in that short arm scissors by Capelli, and Capelli could really hold it on. He tried every way to get out of it, Sargeant, and suddenly thought of one more that he'd never tried before. And I don't know how he did it, but he certainly completed the counter, and it was beautiful to watch. 3 rounds to go, and 1 fall to decide this bout.
Seconds away, round 4.
Oh, yes, Capelli with a double-footed drop kick right from the bell, and really following it up here. Who said Capelli has slowed up? No sign of it.
2, 3.
Mind you, he knows he's got to be pretty quick against Sargeant. And he certainly has been in this contest up to now. Full jab stranglehold. Sargeant undressing it downwards. 1 foot out already. A counter with a straight arm lever. Still that arm lever, left arm of Capelli is in trouble. Until that head scissors counter. Where's the wrestling? Somebody shouted from the back. Well, certainly no connoisseur there, because some really great stuff, although a lot of it ground. Good stuff coming from both these fellas. What they mean, is the boys from the back who shouted that, I think, is where's the all-action stuff, rope to rope, that they want to see all the time.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Still hoping for Eddie Capelli to try a full Boston Crab on this man, Alan Sargeant. Just to see how Sargeant gets out of that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's the chance. There's the chance. Capelli trying a Boston. If he get the leg over, he's in the full Boston now, Sargeant. Now, if we can watch that from the side view like that, watch Alan Sargeant's face as he tries to go forward, get Capelli to go forward. And he gets the fall following it with a cup. And Capelli's face, a smile on it, but he's never seen anything like it before. It's obviously never been worked on him. And it is the wonderful, miraculous get out for a Boston. And he followed it through quickly with a folding press. The winner, Sargeant.
With the 1 fall required, coming in the 4th round, the verdict goes to Alan Sargeant. And ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation of the loser, Eddie Capelli.